during the Rising Stars game or the Panini Rising Stars game, an exchange of words happened between Jaden, Ivey, and Bennedict Mathurin. Mathurin told Ivey, "You can't guard me even in the Rising Stars game." It seemed like it was all fun, but Jaden Ivey got real intense after this exchange. And I don't know if it was like cat got the tongue or whatever, but he had that look in his eyes where he's like, "Oh, dude, I want this game. I want to be the guy that leads this team back." And I don't think I've ever seen that intense look on Jaden Ivey's face. And maybe he just didn't want to get punked. I have no idea. But man, it was real intense. So we all know what happened on draft night. Jaden Ivey went fifth to Detroit. Bennedict Mathurin went sixth to Indiana. At the time of the draft, I really liked Mathurin and saw a clear role for him on the Pistons as Cade's sidekick. And to be fair, he came into the NBA as a more polished player than Jaden Ivey, but his ceiling was a little lower. So I understand why the Pistons drafted Jaden Ivey, and I wouldn't change a thing. By the way, I'm taking what Jaden Ivey brings to the floor every single night. I'm taking that over Bennedict Mathurin. But with Bennedict Mathurin's size, his defense, I mean, you could really see like, okay, this guy can be a really good third option and a really solid second option next to Cade Cunningham. And I really did love his game. I hope this does become an all-out rivalry between these two, where every time they meet, they decide to go at each other's throats. I think the NBA is missing that, and we have a real chance to have that with Jaden Ivey and Bennedict Mathurin. And it would just be, God, it would just be incredible to see the Pistons and the Pacers really have a meaningful rivalry again, like it was back in the early 2000s when the Going to Work squad was going against Jermaine O'Neal, Steven Jackson, Ron Artest, and the late, well, I say late because he was later in his career, Reggie Miller, and then Jamal Tinsley. Like, I love that squad, and I love these two when those two teams met. Yeah, there are some fans that probably thought it was a little boring because those games were so low scoring. But man, those two teams hated each other, and it was just all out every time they met. I loved it.